Hi everyone, I'm Peggy Rometo and this is the Weekly Wake Up. So here we are in beautiful Venice, and I'm doing it indoors because there's just a lot of tourists here. So it's hard to actually capture everything in a way that you can hear me. So I'm in this beautiful Venetian hotel room and it works for me, so I hope it works for you. So let's tune in this week and see what's available for us. And as every week, I'd like you guys just to slow down, to use your breath, to be able to tune in and to notice the information as it comes up, and the hopes that you're training yourself to be able to pay a little more attention throughout your daily life and to have that sense of awareness about when information is pulling you or causing you to stop or wanting you to explore deeper options or more opportunities. So this is a process that we're doing together, and the idea is, as you know, information comes in and it may not be specific for you, it may be for somebody else. And if you find a piece of information that feels true to you, you might want to explore it and go a little deeper with it and see if more information or more content comes up for you. Okay, so having said that, let's go ahead and slow down, take a few deep breaths, relax, let go, and see what's available for us this week. Okay, so there is, well, there's just, as we know in the U.S., there's just been this huge heartache, this break of energy that's had the challenge with the hurricane in Houston and the fires in California and the loss of loved ones that we have. I know different friends have lost people, and our publisher, Louise Hay, has passed this week. God bless her. And so there's this heaviness, but at the same time, it feels like there always comes with that darkness. There's also comes this great illuminating light that's available for us. And this is where, if we can shift our focus to the good things inside of that darkness, you're going to see lots of miracles, lots of opportunities. And a lot of this is about shining the light on our own smallness, our own fears. And one of the things that we're being called to do is to look outside of ourselves. And if we're able to do that this week, there's just this greater illumination that we can create for other people, for miracles, for sustenance, for safety, for security. So there is actually, we can take whatever weight that we're feeling, the heaviness or the smallness, the contraction that we're experiencing, and by slowing down and focusing on other things, on other people, on giving to the situation, and what we're able to do then is expand our ability to be able to receive more and to actually have things get better faster, and we'll be able to recognize miracles, and we'll be able to see things that are expansive instead of contracting. Okay, so there's just this opportunity that we can bring and shed more goodness to all the situations that are happening. Okay, so let's see more specific the beginning of this week. Anything else that we need to be aware of? So there's a lot of things that we have within arm's reach that are useful, that are valuable to us, that maybe we've overlooked. It can be phone conversations. It can be things that from the past, that relationships that we haven't thought of for a long time. It could be an old boss. It could be an old coworker. It could be a family member that we haven't talked to that can actually solve a problem that we're dealing with today, or that we can just by reconnecting with them, maybe we're the solution to their problems. So we're being asked to reach out to the people that come to mind and see how they're doing and connect with them. And it's just as much for us as it is for them, because there may be something that you're looking for in your life that you need, and you're not calling them for that. You're just calling to see how they are. But in that process, maybe something is said, or they point you in a direction that you haven't thought of. So give it some thought this week, and just notice, if somebody's been on your mind, to actually pick up the phone and call them, or to send an email or a text. And just to know, this is also, that's the part of the Mercury retrograde, right, that allows us to kind of go back and reach back and connect with people that will actually move things forward for us in a much faster way. So we're still under that influence for a couple of more days. And then things start to really open up and come from a more creative space, and an opportunity for us to be able to contribute again, not only to ourselves but to the people around us. So let's see what else is available for us this week. So you're also being asked not to push yourself too hard. Sometimes when we push ourselves so hard, or we have self-imposed deadlines, that it actually works against us. So just notice if you're putting any unrealistic deadlines on yourself, or it starts to contract the energy, things, and the way we know things start to contract is all of a sudden it starts to slow down, or it starts to stop, or we start to feel an exhaustion or a weight, as opposed to, it's shrinking instead of to open up, right? So just notice the projects that you have, the things, the ideas that you want to do, that you want to manifest, whether you're building a house, whether you're trying to sell a property, whether you're starting at school, or you're writing a manuscript, or you're creating a pro forma or a business plan. And if you're putting too much pressure on yourself to launch too soon, or you're trying to heal yourself too quickly, let's say, God forbid you broke a rib or something like that, and you're trying to get out and get going too fast, you have to be aware that and listen to the rhythm that's going on. So if you do that, you're going to find that less is more. Still, we're doing with this week a little bit less is more. So don't try to rush or put so much into a day, but allow yourself to feel the rhythm. And in doing that, you're going to find that things will get done faster, with less energy, with less effort, and you certainly won't feel more drained. You'll feel more expansive again. You'll feel more awake, and again, that strength, that intuitive ability builds more and more and more, and then we just start to naturally live in that space, and life becomes easier, it becomes more magical, and definitely more fun. Okay, so let's see what else is available for us this week. So banking is coming up later in the week, Wednesday, Thursday. You want to make sure, just being asked to double check some things that are going on. There could be some mistakes that are made in terms of your accounting, whether it's a mistake that you make against yourself, whether you don't charge somebody the right amount, or whether the bank doesn't add things up correctly. But it seems like there could be some mistakes accounting wise in your business, or around something personal for you Thursday, Friday, that you just want to double check and triple check information, just to make sure that it's accurate for yourself, and then that can avoid things. I don't see it being losses. I just see it potentially turning into a headache. So just making sure that any deposits that you're doing, or bills that you're sending out, or that you're paying or receiving from somebody, just double check it later in the week, and you're gonna be glad that you did. Okay. This also is true for you if let's say you've booked something, whether it's a birthday party, a wedding celebration, something that in the future, whether it's to have photographs taken. You want to look around appointment times. You want to double check your flight times, double check your appointment times with different people later in this week. It feels like there could be some confusion again around that, and or location. Let's say you've got an appointment with an eye doctor, but they have two offices. There's a concern about you going to the wrong location. So just double check and make sure that you know where you're going, and you know what time it is, and you may know, but double check with whoever you're meeting. And this could also be an important business meeting too. It could be that you're setting up something with someone and they have a different day or a different time. So again, just those little meetings to double check and triple check towards the end of the week. Yeah, the last thing, there's this patience that we're all practicing here, slowing down, observing, taking time, really listening to kind of the rhythm that's showing up. They're showing me there can be a nice payoff towards the end of the week with something unexpected coming in a positive way, because you're listening more to a rhythm. you now become at the right place at the right time under the right conditions. And when that happens, there's just more magic. There's more of an opening. So I'm just seeing all these really great things that can open up towards the end of the week. And some of it might be parties or opportunities, impromptu invites, meeting the right people at the right time. Some of it may have to do with quick travel. Some of you may be asked to go someplace very quickly and for fun. So there's these short bursts of opportunity that happen at the end of the week that might have to do with fast travel, fun, and success. So it's also tied to, could be, for some of you, it could be business, and it could actually open up to some nice success that could really grow, and it feels like it's the beginning. So something that's really new, something that's fun, and something that you've not yet experienced. So it feels like the end of the week can open up to these really great opportunities if we're listening, if we're paying attention, and we're not overdoing it, right? Because when we overdo, we kind of sink down and we can get depressed and we can get exhausted and tired. And now we're in our own energy. We're not really connected, right? We're drowning it out. Our ego's in control as opposed to our spirit, our ability to be able to use that intuition to guide us and lead us. So again, less is more this week. Listen to the rhythm, opening it up, and then the end of the week, these really beautiful, great little vignettes, stories, opportunities for all of us to participate and share in. All right, you guys, have a wonderful week. I'll be back home in the States, if all goes well, the next time you see me. So thank you so much for participating and sharing my weekly wake-up. Hope you have a terrific week, everyone, and I look forward to connecting with you again next week.